Civil Rights in the Vietnam War. Tennessee Through Time. Lesson 1, Chapter 9 by Landon, Jacob, and Ethan.
Okay, civil rights. In the 1960s, there was a large amount of racial rebellion due to racism and mistreatment toward blacks. Most of these protests were led by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Many of these actions were sit-ins where blacks sat at spots in diners where they were not allowed. At one point, bus companies almost went broke due to a major bus boycott started by Rosa Parks in Montgomery, Alabama. And in 1963, Dr. King Jr. gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. However, not long after, the greatest civil rights leader was shot when leaving his hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. And in 1964, his efforts are recognized and the Civil Rights Act was passed. None of this would be possible if the brave sit-ins had not occurred in diners in various places across the U.S. Sit-ins were the most effective of these actions. During sit-ins, it could get very violent, and in some cases, blacks were attacked, even females. With the Civil Rights Act, the suffering paid off greatly. One factor that helped the cause was John F. Kennedy. This president worked night and day to give forth as many rights to mistreated races as possible. He was the ideal U.S. president, smart, energetic, and overall a great Christian man. However, his racial equality efforts were cut short in April of 1963. He was shot dead in Texas. But soon after, the Civil Rights Act was passed, giving everyone equal rights in the USA. Due to the act, they could vote, and they were served at diners and much more. The Vietnam War. In 1964, the nation of Vietnam was becoming more and more communist, and the USA, which has a democratic government, was starting to get worried because if Vietnam became communist, they feared all of Asia would. So we cut the nation into two: Communist North Vietnam and Democratic South Vietnam. We kept South Vietnam democratic by supplying them money, weapons, and resources, but North Vietnam was not happy with the U.S.'s arrangement. In fact, they declared war on South Vietnam, so the U.S. sent troops right away. At first, we thought that it would be easy. However, the Vietnamese fought using guerrilla warfare, which was a war that involved sneak attacks, ambushes, and complex hiding places. The U.S. never fought a guerrilla war, and we suffered major casualties. The people of the U.S. thought we should not waste time and lives on a small country on the other side of the world. Therefore, in 1975, the U.S. dropped out of the war, but we continued to support South Vietnam, and they soon won, and we are still allied with them today.
Question of the video: how might the Civil Rights Act and the efforts of the 1960s affect today? Think about that. Thanks for watching.